is happening? Hello, Phantom friends, and welcome to this very interesting video. So, last night I was watching Markiplier, as I do, and he did a video that had me absolutely running to my computer because I was like, I have to do this. So, AI. We've had good experiences with it. We've had very bad experiences with it. If you recall, Windows chatbot that they came out with a few years ago, the internet had a terrible experience with that as the bot ended up becoming extremely racist and sexist. So AI has proven to definitely not be perfect. However, it also can be absolutely hilarious when it's not being racist. And so, I saw Markiplier do a video with Inferkit, which is an AI, and you basically type like a starter sentence, and then it will like keep writing for you based on what you gave it. And I was in tears laughing watching this video because it was just so crazy. Some of it was so random. And I thought, I have to do a video where I let an AI write Phantom fan fiction. And hopefully it won't get too erotic on us. We all know how I feel reading that stuff. Alright, honestly, why don't we just start with the original LaRue novel? Not that I really need it for the prologue, but I got it right here. As always. The first line of the prologue is, "The opera ghost really existed." Let's see, with just giving it that, let's see what it'll give us. And he's more of a creep than you thought. Just by the way he keeps staring at you. Go back to the top of the stairs and run out of the building as fast as you can. Don't stop to look back or you'll be sorry. Did you enjoy this story? Let all your friends know about it by liking our page on Facebook. Werewolf, Pokemon crossover by the fabulous B. Lee. Taryn brushed her teeth and did her hair. She left it down, wanting to look cute for Charlie. The doorbell rang. It was about 6:30, which meant it was a little early. She went downstairs and looked through the peephole. It was a girl, which meant that the call which she was supposed to get was from a girl. Okay. So we got, he's more of a creep. And, werewolves and Pokemon. Okay. Okay, why don't we just make up some of our own, shall we? How about Christine? If I could just type today. Though horrified by his disfigured face, couldn't help but be drawn to Eric. He was so mysterious. She was drawn to him, and their connection felt authentic and real. Eric's entire journey in the movie was realistic and relatable. His relationship with Christine was a gift to the movie. That's where the movie lost me. The big reveal. Eric returns to the opera house. But he's no longer a masked man. Christine is thrilled to see him, but he isn't the same man she fell in love with. He's transformed into a hideous monster, a terrifying and inhuman thing. She runs out of the theater and Eric chases after her. She turns to run into an empty room, and that's where the scene that comes out of nowhere happened. Christine watches as Eric... something. Oh dear. Thankfully we haven't had any racist comments so far. Let's hope we can keep it that way. Why don't we go with like a beneath a moonless sky, see how it describes how beneath a moonless sky, how the events happened. Let's see if it can tell us what went down between them. It was dark. They couldn't even see each other's faces. The dark room and moonless sky made it impossible to see anything but their outline. It was obvious. Eric and Christine wanted each other. They had only this night together. They wanted it to happen again and again. They were hungry for each other. Christine said she wanted to give Eric something. She took off her clothes and lay down on the bed. Eric followed her. Eric was on top of Christine. He was still dressed in his police uniform. She was still dressed in her negligee. The next thing Eric remembers is being in the hospital. He's being treated for his injuries. Christine was dead! Oh my god, it is! Love never dies, isn't it? So was Eric's daughter. A few weeks later, Eric was out of the hospital and back on the force. He was still a police officer and was still married to his wife. But he was also a man without a child. Eric's wife and Christine's mother, Marie, were devastated. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to comfort her husband. She didn't know what to do, but she knew she had to do something. Okay, so Eric got married and then cheated on Christine. I feel like this is a little backwards. Holy crap, this is getting spicy. Let's just do the lyrics. Past the point of no return. No backward glances. Our games of make believe are at an end. And there is no going back. 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 Oh my god. There's a whole lot of no going back. And I touched you, and I felt you, and I heard those ravishing refrains. I'm afraid that you are going to have to be more specific, I said, looking away from his smile. I know you've already heard the song, he said. It's called Thirst. Yeah, I said. It's about lust. About your lust for me, he said. The song was composed for me. You're going to make me blush, I said, which I meant as an accusation. And if you don't step back, I'm going to take another, he said. The third time I will take a step forward. And if you do step back, you will never touch me, he said. I swallowed. And if I do take another step forward, you will be able to touch me, I said. He said. And if you step back, you will never touch me, he said. And if you take another step forward, you will be able to touch me, he said. Eric and Christine stood close. Let's try that again. A little bit longer. You held me close and whispered things I'd longed to hear, fell asleep with my head on your shoulder and the smell of your skin still in my nostrils. The day we got married, you drove me to a Buddhist shrine. We knelt before a pile of fresh soil and sifted through it. As we spoke our vows and exchanged rings, you chanted softly in a language I couldn't understand, and we hugged each other close. I'm not sure I knew you well enough to know you could feel what I was feeling. A month later, I helped you move. This is ridiculous, Eric told me later. Why are we moving to an apartment in a sketchy neighborhood? Why are we staying here? Eric does not want to move to a sketchy neighborhood. Christine was a moron for leaving Eric. Everyone knows nobody likes Raoul. In fact, Eric is pretty much the only guy who everyone likes. He's way too nice for this series. I know that Eric is supposed to be the typical handsome and confident varsity football player, but he doesn't have even the typical handsome and confident attitude that Christine's fans love. He comes off as someone too nice, too caring, and a tad clumsy. You can tell how much he cares for Christine, but you can also tell that he is not confident or capable. I love the song Losing My Mind in the duet. You can tell that it's a song about the relationship and how they've been through a lot together. Christine is singing so much about Eric and how she can't handle her feelings anymore. He's telling her that he knows what it's like to lose his mind. He's confident and controlling. Yikes. Eric screamed in a violent rage. How dare Christine take off his mask? The masked vigilante struck himself multiple times against a brick wall. Why, oh why did he do this to himself? He growled in frustration and blew at one of the wolf claws he sprouted. Taste me, bitch! He chops down hard on his face, tearing apart the sharp canine teeth, shocking his corpse flesh and a house cat douses a dollhouse. Why? Why did this have to happen? He couldn't face Christine, couldn't defeat him. He crumpled up into a human pyramid with all of his fellow old men. There, Jumpluff, let's keep going. Right, Jumpluff, Christine snapped her neck. We need to save Ace now. Right, be prepared for your second turn. Oh, the child is a monstrous machete. Machete. How about we cut the legs off and puncture the stomach? You know you can't take her out on one. Taste me, bitch. Christine. I can't type today, apparently. Christine was enamored by Eric's vampire-like visage. It was too tempting. She reached out and put her arm around his muscular shoulder. He kissed the skin under her ear. Eric, I thought I told you to never ever do that again, she cried out. Why did you have to do that tonight of all nights? It's just so wrong. For you and for everyone here. My God, I can't believe I did that. Eric smiled. Christine, if you do not kiss me again tonight, it will be the last time you ever see me. Oh, stop, she whined, but continue on. I feel terribly guilty now. I can't believe I'm such a terrible lover to you, and I hate myself. Calm yourself, he instructed. Okay. She put her hands on both sides of his head and their lips touched. Somehow, Christine ended up in Eric's arms, wrapped around him, with their bodies pressed tightly together. Everyone knows Christine should have chosen Eric. He may be disfigured, but he's still sexy AF. Alas, she chose Mark. But my friends are wrong. Mark is not hot, except in our distorted dating imaginations. According to Christina, he has the best in the world, and he doesn't care what size her are. Or how old her boyfriend is. Sorry, Mark. This led me to ask my friend Kelly DeLoach, assistant news editor for Mashable, if she was familiar with Mark. I've definitely seen him on Instagram before, and I've never met him in real life. But, she said, well, hey, if he's that good in bed, sorry again, Christine. The internet has to know about him, right? Luckily, he's got his own Instagram account. Who knew Instagram had such wonderful one-liners? Some people seem to love Mark as much as we do. Last year, Christine and Mark were separated by 500 miles, but he still made it work. Why have you come back, Christine? Eric whispered in shock. My writer skills are not coming out today, clearly. I am writing like a basic bitch today. Oh yeah, there it is. The category. I've been like looking for that, and I guess I'm just an idiot, and because like that's how you end up getting the best fan fiction stories. Whatever the cost, Eric would be with Christine. They wanted each other, though Christine was too scared to admit it. He would fix her and help her remember their life together, their souls and minds bound as one, he was sure of it. Satisfied with her decision to fight back, Eric laid down beside Christine and closed his eyes. He would have Christine back. He was going to bring her back to the spiritual world and hope for the best. Let the rest of his plans work themselves out. It was a week later that Eric called Abigail. Christine would never survive the dark spirits. Abigail laughed. Well, Abigail's a bitch. I was under the impression that it would be take more than a week. I wonder if Eric will really bring her back after all. He will, Eric answered. I don't understand how it can be that he failed so badly. Eric's self-insert opera made Christine extremely uncomfortable. It was pure fan fiction. Last night, I finally got to experience Eric as he should be, as a god, in video game form. When I put on my most epic 3D glasses to view the Grand Theft Auto 5's digital reaction. Oh my god, no, why didn't I forgot to fix this? I had that same feeling I had with Halo, the Master Chief Collection. It was the sense that I was watching the very best of all things to come. But what was the most striking about it was the video game's audacity. This is far more than fan fiction. It's an opportunity to show what can be done in video game form when you have a team capable of it. In short, I think the first person to play GTA 5 in 3D will say, "Goddamn!" Lag, filth, and a desperate attempt to avoid hearing the 4 kinds of noise. How did we get from opera to Grand Theft Auto? Eric and Christine held each other in a tight embrace. Their passionate feelings for one another were becoming stronger every minute. Eric's emotions became stronger still as he imagined how he was going to spend the night with Christine in his arms. She could feel it in his touch. Eric's thoughts now raced between her naked body and their future together. Oh no! Eric slowly began to undress Christine. He placed his shirt and shoes on the bed and unbuttoned Christine's blouse and bra. He continued to unbutton her blouse, and she removed her bra and put her arms around his neck. Eric slowly kissed Christine on the neck and lips. His tongue slipped past her lips, and she gave him her sweet kiss. He did not want to stop kissing her, so he gently slipped his hand inside her shirt and bra. Oh my god, we are really getting spicy today. Eric pushed his shirt and bra off of his shoulders. Like, he was wearing a bra too, apparently. And Christine, oh, I'm curious about the rest of this. What? Christine stood before him with her naked, bouncy. Oh my god, this is getting to be worse than when I read the Phantom Smut. Jesus Christ. Oh my god! Oh, this gets way too explicit. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, we are using majorly, I'm gonna have to do like an uncensored version of this because this is f***ing hilarious. But it is so inappropriate and there's no way I can put this on YouTube. I will get demonetized, banned, all of the above. Like, you will never see me again. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright, well, if you would like the full, of this one, hit that, join button so that, you can become a member and have access to, uncensored content. Because, Jesus Christ. Yikes. This got really sexual really fast. Come back to me, Eric pleaded. Christine was crying. They both wanted to be together. But Ral was an asshole. And wouldn't allow it. How did Eric feel about Christine's rejection? Was Ral not a more romantic choice? Because Ral could only command so much attention. Eric smelled her in the open air and wandered into the hive to her. She hovered in disbelief by the door and asked him to rescue her from there. She heard her people arguing among each other. Come back and save me, Christine. Your mind needs nourishment. Eric finally grasped where they were and didn't hesitate in following her to the door at the back. Come back, Margaret winked at the captain at the front of the pooling. And moaning naked woman glided through the crystal pool, oblivious to their presence, and pushed him from the pool. He screamed. Winston was covered in sticky milk that stank. Oh my god. It goes off the rails so quickly. We'll do some people who like the Meg Eric fan fiction. In a great twist of events, it turned out that Meg had been impersonating Christine all along. She wanted to hold Eric and be loved by him, even if he didn't see that it was her. I don't know where I ended up going with this. She knew that if she had found a bond with the niece, then Eric would accept her and treat her well instead of terrorizing and murdering her in cold blood. Lana offered to go back to Lucy on the submarine and check that Eric had gotten close enough to the duo. When she boarded the whole submarine, it was obvious that Meg was trying her hardest to prepare for seeing Lucy happily shared a relationship. When Lana got near the door leading back to Lucy, a figure turned on the flashlight inside, hitting Lana for a brief second and blinding her while following Lucy close to the rusty sheet metal like an oversized velvet spider. I don't want any velvet spiders. As Lana groaned to get to her feet, the fancy titanium brace swung over her fragile frame and held on tight. Her patience was now out, yelling loudly and kicking madly on the thickly confining metal. If any of Lucy's finned babies even tried to crawl away from her. Oh my... Ugh. The lust was uncontainable. Eric loved Christine and would have to have her. Christine had rejected him, but secretly felt the same. We are doing the most basic bitch fan fiction on the planet. This is the only time you'll ever see me doing that. He was confused and deluded, but utterly on the right side of reason, just behind Christine, wearing Sebastian's blonde trousers, and fully believing a horn was named Lady Tradicardi. He honestly didn't want to hurt Christine again. What the hell was he supposed to do? Let her wander around stoned? That went from 0 to 100, okay. Clinging to ignorance about new passions breaking into her secret and vulnerable teenage shell. Let's face it, old man, she's totally dopey right now. Despairing and imprisoned with a constant dysphoria, exacerbated by her damnative mother. Okay, we'll do one more. We gotta make this a good one. Eric and Christine's lips barely touched. What was about to happen was inevitable. Their lust for each other could never be questioned. Eric grabbed Christine's left hand, turned it, and brought it to his mouth. "Eric, I've missed you," she said. Christine held the key up in front of Eric. "Come on, Eric. I don't want to be here forever. It's going to be so awkward when I have to leave in a couple of weeks." Eric put the key on her finger. "I'm serious, Eric. I don't know what you're going to do. I know you've got a lot of work to do with the sailboat, and then you're going to take it out on the ocean. Will you still be working on the sailboat when I come back?" "Of course, Christine. It's one of my jobs, like it or not." Christine's eyes filled with tears. "Eric, I love you. You know that. I just want you to have a good life and a good job. I want you to be happy." "Christine, come on." "But Eric, I don't want you to leave me. I don't want you to be a different person. I'm scared that you're going to be selfish and never get you back." Christine took the key off her finger and put it on Eric's. "I know you love me, Eric. Please don't go, Eric." "Christine, I love you. Come on, be a good girl." Eric turned and pulled Christine into his arms. "Oh, Eric, I love you so much." Eric and Christine kissed passionately. Eric kissed her neck and ears. Eric kissed Christine's chest and back. Christine kissed Eric's lips. Eric's hands were on Christine's. And it goes downhill. He grabbed it and squeezed. Christine slapped Eric's hand. Eric pulled away from Christine and looked into her eyes. "Christine, what's the matter?" Christine looked down and then at Eric's Oh my god, Eric! Oh my god, Eric! My god, you've got a huge... I've never seen it before! Come on, Christine. Just say it. Christine, what do you think? I think you've got a huge... Oh, Eric kissed Christine on the lips. Eric started kissing Christine on the neck and then on the lips. Eric moved his mouth down to Christine's chest and then down. And we will never know the rest of this story because it only allows 1,000 words or whatever. Okay, I would say we ended on an entertaining note. I wouldn't call it a good note. But it was an entertaining one. If you want me to do more videos like this, please leave a like, comment. If you are interested in the perks of becoming a member, you can click the join button below. There will be clearly uncensored videos. I have a private Discord server for just members that you can chat with me on. I'm on quite a bit. and I've decided to start doing weekly voice chats with you guys. So you also get a say in a lot of the content that I do, and of course early access and exclusive access to videos. Link for merch is also down in the description if you want to show off your Little Lottewanders family pride. I hope you guys had as much fun with this as I did, so, oh dear. I love you all. Stay fantastic with the PH, and keep your hand at the level of your eyes. Especially if you're going to be reading stuff like this.